What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Continuing on with the Villages series that I'm starting here today. This is the fourth and final course that I'm playing here today, and I have driver in my hand. I wasn't really expecting that. For this video in the Villages series, we're going back to an executive course. I played an executive first, that was Amberwood, and then I played two 9-hole championship courses at Belglade. Now we're back to another executive. This is Bacall executive course in the Villages. This is a level 3 course. I actually played here on my last trip, and that video is up on the channel so you can take a look at it. However, I don't remember there being a par 4 on the first hole, so this could be one of them where they changed out, possibly like added a second executive in like the same area, and they switched around some of the hole layouts. So this could be from before. Maybe originally there was a par 4 that you start off on, and maybe now it's the par 3. But in any event, we're giving it a go. This is located at 2042 Canal Street in the Villages, Florida. So level 3 course. The ranges for executives range from, or the levels, if I can talk, the levels for the executive courses range from level 1 being the easiest to level 4 being the most challenging, mainly to do with just the layouts and hazards and whatnot. So this is level 3, and we're going to give it a go. So not so sure about this first hole, but I guess I'm hitting driver. Real quick for the rundown: Garmin Approach R10 behind me on a DIY level stand, DIY stance mat over here. That's somehow from I think this was like 20 bucks on Amazon. These tiles holding up really well. Callaway super fast balls, Country Club Elite mat, 10x7 nets I'm hitting into over here and towards the trees. That luckily most of the leaves are down now, so it looks better out here. And Home to Hero you're seeing as a simulator software within the Garmin Golf app, again powered by the Garmin R10 that's behind me as a simulator for like the brains of the operation, if you will. So first hole, par 4, 360. And aim out here to the right. The whole reason I was debating the Villages courses, I think I'm going to end up liking this series. I'm going to bounce around like I usually do with different types of series, but basically my plan is to come out. These executive courses are basically par 3 courses with 1 or 2 par 4s sprinkled in. Basically my plan is, which I did today, which seems to be working out well, come out, play an executive course first, shorter course kind of as a warm-up, play 1 to 3 championship courses, and then, depending on how I'm feeling, finishing up here with a executive course. The whole reason why I did this was because driver was getting on a little bit of a cold streak towards the end of that last round, so I figured I'd put it away and possibly not even hit driver. But apparently we have par 4 in the first hole. So again, I think from what I remember on this course, I don't think it started with a par 4, but high on the face, kind of blocked out to the right. We'll see if it comes back a little bit. We aimed out there too, maybe into the rough on the right. Not the worst strike in the world, but kind of a pop-up. Generally though, higher on the face, lower spinning. Get more distance as opposed to low in the face, so 262. 107, creeped into the rough. Up 3. We got some of these palm trees to contend with. Wish I was in Florida instead of doing this in chilly New England here. It's about 35-40 degrees, but at least seeing the palm trees on the screen makes me feel like it's a little bit warmer than it really is. But hopefully we don't catch those. So 107 up 3 puts us at 110 plus another 11. We need about 121-ish. Kind of in between a full approach or a choke down pitching wedge. I guess we'll go approach wedge. See what happens. Should be enough as long as I catch it relatively clean. Should be enough to at least put us on the front side. Usually been seeing about 115 out of this full. It's a 51-degree approach wedge. And right as I say that, I don't know, that was a pop up to the right. It might be short right. Go. Go. Alright. Kind of fell out of that one. Not great balance. Should be a par though. And I would assume, I guess we'll take a look here at the scorecard. The rest of these should be par 3s. If anything, there'll only be one more par 4. Let's take a look. Alright, the 9th is a par 4, so we got 7 more par 3s and then a par 4. 151, second hole, even through 1, par 3, 151 down 1. I'm gonna go 9 iron. this was what I was expecting. But there has been some, I've looked them up when I did this video. This may have been one of them. When I did the video, when I was editing it, I go on and look at like the scorecard and the layout when I'm doing like the Google Earth flyovers and everything. And there has been a couple where the layouts, they must have changed the layouts in real life within like a year or two, and maybe either Garmin hasn't updated or even the villages on their website haven't updated some, so that's probably what's going on here with the layout discrepancy. 9 iron. Decent strike. Pulled it a little bit, but should be on the green to the left. Not bad. Well struck 9 iron in my book. This should be a quicker round, but the sky a little more cloudy than it was before. Looks like it's possibly one of those skies where it could either snow or rain. Luckily we haven't had the first snow yet here, but that's probably coming. Third hole, par 3, 177, up 1, so 178. I'm gonna go 7 iron. Good contact right in the middle of the club face, but it was a little bit high in the face and I didn't release it quite enough, so it's going to be on the green, possibly long and to the right, or not on the green. Take that back. That was hit pretty good. 193. Usually it's few and far between where I get 190 out of that 7, but that was hit well. Good miss. Going to be a bogey unfortunately, but we'll take that. That was a decent strike. Took a half a step closer there, if you guys saw that right before I hit it. I've been catching things towards the toe, so I really feels like I was too close on that, but I struck it right out of the center, so maybe I got to do that more often. Brings us to 1 over, unfortunately, but let's see if we can get that back. Fourth hole, par 3, 167. Gonna go 8 iron. It's been a little bit of a problem back here with these newer clubs. A little bit less forgiving on off-center strikes, so when I don't hit it great, that's why I clubbed up to the 7. I've seen a couple. Usually with those Sim 2s, I was playing it to about 190, 195, occasionally 200 with that 7, but a little bit more of a distance drop off with those 770s and even the 790s on off-center strikes, so wasn't expecting whatever that was, 193 or whatever it was out of that 7, but I struck it well. Unfortunately, I can't do that every time, so it's going to be kind of the same thing here with this 8 iron. I would say on average, I'm seeing about 160, 165. When I strike it well like that last 7, I creep into the 170, 175, similar to where my Sim 2s were, but we'll see what happens here. Take another airmail green on a good strike. Pretty good strike again. That's dead center. That could be 170, 175. Yeah, 173. So I'll show you guys. That's about as good as I can hit it. Usually when I call out, I can feel it, but we'll see if I can get this on camera, the imprint of the ball there. Right there. I think you guys can see that. That's right where I hit that. That's dead center, and that's pretty ideal strike, at least for me, for my standards. That's about as good as I can hit that. And that 7 iron was like a half a groove higher, maybe a groove higher, but still right out of the center. Seems like standing a little bit closer is working out. See if I can keep that going. And we may be going back to that 8 iron. Oh, maybe not. Maybe we can get the 9 there. 5th hole, par 3, 1 over. 159 down 2, so 157. We'll try the 9. This is going to be upper end of the 9, but if I can make another center strike, I would say 75-80% of my shots have been toe side and thin. Those last 2 were 2 in a row. I can't remember the last time that happened. 2 in a row, dead center. But let's see if we can make it 3. No, that was toey and I popped it up. Hopefully it catches the front side though. Go! Go, go, go! Alright, barely. Nothing wrong with the par though. Sixth hole, par 3. 168. Alright, going back to the 8 iron. Again, a little too greedy there. 2 good strikes in a row. Asking a little bit too much to get 3 in a row. Pretty good. About a groove higher, but that was dead center again. Should be on the green. Again, might be a little bit long, probably closer to 170, 171. All right, that's promising though. Those are some better strikes that I've had since I've had those clubs, so that feels good. And I was saying when I first got those, I couldn't tell a whole lot of a difference on the clean strikes. People make a big deal about the forged, but those 3 strikes that were dead center, there's a noticeable difference from when you're hitting them dead center versus off the toe, obviously, but that I could tell a little bit more of a difference, so I get what people are saying about the forged a little bit. 1 over through 6, 7th hole, par 3, 177. Could go 8, could go choke down 7. What are we gonna do? Guess we'll go 7. Even if I hit the 8 good, I'll probably see about once. We'll go 8. Let's see if we can stripe it again. I mean, I got into the 170s when I hit those good. Even if I don't catch it great, still 160, 165. We'll be towards the front side of the green. We'll see. Toe here. It's gonna turn over left. Should get there though. Oh, landed soft. Did catch that a little bit heavy. That's unfortunate, but 165 out of a toe miss hit. I'll know I'm playing some good golf when I can string together those dead center strikes for like multiple shots in a row, not just 2 or 3. All right, 2 over, 8th hole, par 3, 2 holes left. 186 up 1. I guess 7. Pulled it left. That was actually towards the heel. That's the first time that's happened in a while. I am standing though closer. It feels feel uncomfortably close to the ball, standing over it, but it seems to be working out. So probably what I should be doing. Striking the irons like this, I want to play another executive after this, but it is Sunday. I mentioned in the other ones, Patriots are on. I have a recording, so I'm going to start the game over. They're probably losing, but probably going to go in after this. All right, 9th hole, par 4, driver time. We got water on the right, so we can't aim too far right. I guess we'll go here, just right side of the fairway. Got to make sure we draw it back, though. Man, those couple iron strikes, those felt great right out of the middle. Funny thing about golf, you're not playing well, you want to keep playing and play better. And you're playing well, you want to keep playing and have it continue. I just want to, striking it like that, I just want to keep hitting iron shots. There's a spider on my ball. Well, that's definitely left. That's low and left. That's a duck hook left. go through those trees. Not exactly the final driver swing I wanted to end off on, but let's see if we can put this on relatively close. Kept it in the fairway though. 89 yards up one, so we got 90. Approach wedge. And let's see. I don't love this. I'd rather either be like 75 or closer to 100. 90's kind of no man's land in between, but dead center again. That may be closer to 100 though. I think I put too much on it. Get down. 100 on the dot. Got a +3. Yep. Oh well, that's a good miss. That was a good strike. That's promising though. That's probably, although the score may not reflect it, that was probably the best I've struck those irons within a round since getting them. So I'm happy about that. I guess I'll end it on a high note. We'll go inside after that one, but take a look at the scorecard first. From Bacall Golf Course at the Villages, it says. This was the only one. I typed in Bacall. This was the only one, so I knew this was the course, but I think a little bit of a discrepancy in the layout from the first hole and the 9th hole. If I recall, there was only one par 4, I think. I'll have to go and check the video inside. I think there was only one par 4, and it was like the 5th or 6th hole, I think. But I don't know what was going on here with the layout, but we ended up with a 3 over 32. So all pars and bogeys. 3 bogeys on there. 1 out of 2 fairways. 9 out of 9 greens in regulation. That's what I'm talking about with those irons. I was striking irons good on this round, so we'll take that all day long. Doesn't get any better than that. 21 putts, however. That's a lot with only 9 holes, but we had some +3s off the back. It kind of is what it is. I don't even know if we barely hit any wedges. That was mainly just from kind of striking the irons good and coming up a little bit long, but it is what it is. 3 over. Really happy with how I hit some of those iron shots, so that's what I have. I'm going to go ahead, wrap things up here, go inside, warm up, watch the Patriots lose probably, but at this point, like I mentioned a couple weeks ago, I'm just hoping. They've had like 3 or 4 terrible seasons now. I'm hoping that at this point in the season, they're not even going to finish 500. I just hope they tank the rest of the year and get a high draft pick. I don't think Mac Jones played really well his first year, was a Pro Bowl alternate, got into the Pro Bowl, but since then he's regressed pretty poorly, and I don't think he's the guy going forward. So ideally we just tank, and we are one of the worst teams in the entire league this year, and we get a high draft pick and possibly get a new QB. So we'll see, but let me know if you guys are NFL fans. Let me know who your team is down below. If you have any requests for courses, let me know those as well. Just give me the name of the course and the location, whether it's your local par 3, local municipal, course you're a member at, private course in your area that you've always wanted to play and never could play it, or even a world famous course. Just the name of the course, location. I'll double check in Home to Hero, and then just a little bit of background information of why you want me to play it. But like I always finish you guys, or leave you off, or I can't talk. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next course.